Hello and welcome into the Piles of Paragraphs creative space. I'm Lori and today I'm going to do a little bit of index card art. Index art collage really, but you know, we'll call it index card art because that's more fun to say. Hope everyone's doing well today and has had a chance to do something creative. I've been thinking creative thoughts and trying to come up with creative ideas while the yes, the front yard maintenance folks, the landscapers have been around and making me crazy for the last hour because I just was sitting down to start my video when they decided to put the chipper in front of my house and start trimming all the palm trees up and down the street. So anyway, excuse me, I'm going to get a sip of my coffee. So let's see if I can get back in the groove that I had before they started making all that racket. I'm gonna just cover the index card with some vintage book page or some, at least it looks rather vintagey. It's got that wonderful old patina to it. So let's do that. Always hard for me to get back into the groove of doing my videos after I've had a few days off. Of course, my husband was off for 3 days. And as I always tell you, I never get anything done when he's home. I had to get a few things done, but nothing video-wise. Let's see. I might do that. There we go. Tear the pages and they're not quite the right. Well, let's just do this. Sorry, see, now I'm all discombobbled from all that noise. And I kept thinking, oh, they're done, yay, and then they'd start again. It's like, seriously, folks, come on. I know, they're doing their job. I get it, I do, but why couldn't they have done it yesterday when I wasn't making videos? And as it happened, my husband was working from home and didn't have any meetings, so it would have been great. Wouldn't have disrupted his day, wouldn't have disrupted my day. Anyway, in a perfect world, but of course, did not live in a perfect world. Let's see, does that one fit there? I don't know why I'm being so picky. I'm going to cover up most of this anyway, but anyway, let's see. What sort of stories do I have for you today? Gosh, I can't even remember. Let's see. I don't think I've done a video since we went to see play at the Tempe Center for the Arts called Ms. Holmes and Ms. Watson. Oh, so well done. So very well done. They had 4 people in the cast, and they, for the most part, changed characters. Well, 2 of them changed characters. And it's amazing. I don't know how they remember all their lines. It was fun. And they also did the changes for the sets on stage. They had everything on wheels, so they'd spin stuff around, and it was excellent. I know it is touring, but I don't know how far it's touring. I know it was in Tucson, and then it's been here in Tempe. Be here through, the last weekend in June. Excuse me, having another sip of my coffee. Okay, so for the Margarete Miller collage group, online collage group, I came up with this idea to do an index card a month, or more if people wanted to, but so I did a whole bunch of themes, and the theme for this month is flags or bunting. And so here it is, nearly the end of the month, and I have not gotten mine done. I'll tell you, it got really hot here last week, and that just made me not be very productive. My goodness. It just zapped me. So it has been better. It has been a bit cooler. It's so funny. I've had to change my scale of what I talk about with heat the last few years because it's gotten so hot. But anyway, we had a remarkable May, and June has really not been as bad as it could have been. We did have a 116, 117 degree day. But you know, the less days over 110, the happier I am. And the last week we haven't had anything over 110. So the last week, yeah, goodness. I keep thinking it's later in the week than it actually is. For me, it's Tuesday, although my brain says it's Thursday. But all my normal place markers for days have not been happening. We normally always talk to my cousins in Cornwall on Sunday, and we didn't do that this week. Oh, I know. We went to see Mary Chapin Carpenter in concert on Sunday. And let's see, her opening act was, I'm going to get it wrong. Brandy Clark. Very talented, both of them. Oh, I love going to see Mary Chapin. I've seen her many, many times, and I will continue as long as I can to go see her in concert. She does a great show. Very, very talented woman, very talented songwriter. Okay, so here's the base. And then I want to have these little girls dancing across to here. And then I have these that I want to use as the bunting. So let's see. So now let's see, where did I put my hole punch? I had it out earlier. Oh, ooh, it's right in front of me. Okay. Sorry, another sip of coffee. Make sure that my iPad is still recording. Punch some little holes in my little bunting flags, which are actually, I think these were all vintage postcards that I have in my digital arsenal. I got these from possibly the graphics fairy. I know I have some vintage postcards myself. I don't know that I have so many that are like 4th of July. I have lots of Easter ones. Okay, now. Okay, I've got my needle and I've got my baker's twine. So let's see, how do I want to do this? Where do I want her in the center and the kids on either end? Yes, I think that's what I want. So I'm going to see if I can pull this onto the baker's twine like a bunting would be strung. Oops, catch the little girls. decided I wanted my baker's twine on the front of my little images, just to kind of give it a little more texture. You know how I like texture. Okay. Well, that was much easier than when I was doing it before, and I was trying to do it by just threading pieces onto oh dear, what was that noise? Please tell me they're not coming back. I don't know what that noise was. Somewhat cause for alarm, I would say. Okay, so if I put these on here, I want them kind of centrally located. Okay, we have the girls. Dancing along there. Okay. Now let's see. I kind of did this backwards, didn't I? Yes, I want to string that through here, so I'm going to have to either scoot these all down to the other end, or okay, let's pull this one on through this side. Oh yes, I think now they're on the other side of the road, but that's okay. They will annoy me, but hopefully you won't be able to hear them. There. That's pretty good. Let's see how well I can do to thread the needle. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. That was awesome. First try, got it through. Okay, so then let's set the needle in the pin bathtub so I don't lose it. A bit of a tear there in my little piece of music. I got part of it stuck down, but not all of it. Now I can't get it loose. Okay, hold on. All right, almost there. Okay. Oh, well, okay. We'll just pull it off then. Got stuck to the glue page. Okay, so no, I don't want that. I want it nice and straight. Let's see about the girls. These little girls are so cute. I think they're, oh, and I always say the lady's name wrong, Kate Greenfield? Not sure. Kate something. Kate Green something. And these did come from the Graphics Fairy. So if you're looking for some kind of fun little girls. So now we stick that one down. This one I'm going to use the art glitter glue because I already put the little girls on top of them and I don't want to move them, but I do want I do want that to stay. And then this cute little boy who looks like my little neighbor boys. We were headed off to the farmer's market Saturday morning, and our wonderful neighbors were outside, and their oldest was getting ready to go on a long road trip with his grandpa and grandma, and the little boy who's just starting to really like me. He's always been a little not sure about me. But he came running over with his little arms outstretched and gave me a big hug and just absolutely made my day. Cutest little guy. Of course, made all of us laugh. But the little boy looks like my little sweet neighbor boys. Let's see. I'm gonna cut this here. I'm gonna trim this a little bit. I think, do I want to try to glue this back on the front of this? I think I do. I should probably left it longer. That would have been more interesting. So, anyway, here we go. There we go. Kind of sort of get it in the glue. And then pin bathtub so I don't lose the pin. And then let's see, where do I want to, can I put the glue on the string? Will that work? We'll see. If I can, and I can get the gluey edge down, that'll be easier. Oh yeah, that was much easier. Okay. Hopefully remember that in the future. Put the glue on the baker's twine. Let's see. Oh my goodness. Okay, pin back into the glue. There we go. Probably could have used a few more features, but there we go. There's my index card art for today. And the theme was bunting. So we've got these little flags up here as to take the place of bunting. And I think that's it. I felt like I had something else I wanted to say, but I've forgotten what it was. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, and I sincerely hope that you did, please leave me a thumbs up, make a comment if you'd like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Little channel's growing, but I'd like it to continue. So thanks so much for joining me, and I will say bye-bye for now.